Here are 4 different kinds of parties that you can host with your neighbors this winter. Hi, my name is Graham McBain. I organize Hey Neighbor, which is a community of people that are working to turn neighborhoods into communities all across the world. Every week, I host a free call where I teach anybody who wants to learn everything they need to know about going from neighborhood to community. And one of the most common questions I get is, how can I get together with my neighbors? What are some ideas for parties that you have, especially in the winter? Because connecting with people over the winter means inside. And how do you host things that are inside that aren't boring? And I got some cool ideas. One of the things I always tell people when it comes to hosting events is to not let a good holiday pass you by. And in the US, at least, the Super Bowl is a holiday. So that's why I think hosting a Super Bowl party is a really great way to get your neighbors together. It's an opportunity for everybody to cook and bring food together, which a lot of people love doing. It's a really great opportunity to fight over whose favorite team is whose, or you can start to learn who doesn't pay as much attention to football in the neighborhood. And it's a great way for kids to get together and connect, and for people that don't have kids to come to the event. The Super Bowl just has so much for everybody that I think it's a really great opportunity to get together with your neighbors. In my neighborhood, we have a great family that hosts the Super Bowl party, and they've got a TV in every room. Now they've got a driveway projector, and so they've got the game projected onto their garage door, which is super fun. And so you've got tons of kids like playing sports out in the street, and then you've got a bunch of people sitting around fireplaces watching the screen. The Super Bowl can kind of feel like one of those times when you're scrambling to find either a party to go to or people to come to your party. And that's a great reason to have a neighborhood party, because all those people are already around you. And if you're going to drink, you don't have to drive anywhere. You just walk home. So Super Bowl, excellent, number 1 on this list. Number 2 on this list is another holiday, and that's a Valentine's Day party. But in this case, I recommend people hosting a Galentine's Day party. This is something that's been going on for a number of years in my neighborhood now, and all the women in the neighborhood absolutely love this event. It's a great way to get away from their families and just hang out with each other and celebrate each other. It's a great way for them to get time to just sort of relax and enjoy themselves and make it about them. This year they did something really fun, which was they all wore like muumuus, which, okay, but it was a great sort of silly thing. One woman almost didn't wear it, and my wife really talked her into it, and she was happy that she did. Because when you could do silly things and everybody looks a little silly, then everybody doesn't feel silly. And so when you can put together an event like this where everybody gets to bring something, it's on theme, people have stuff to talk about, and in this case, it was sort of in the middle of the day, so it was a nice casual thing to just walk over and do. I love events like this. I think Galentine's is a really great way to connect. It doesn't always have to be on Valentine's Day proper. In fact, usually it's not, so that you can still celebrate Valentine's with your partner. But this is another one of those parties that's really easy to throw because it's got a theme. You don't have to think too much. You put some hearts together. You make it red and pink. So Galentine's is another great thing to be on this list. The third event on this list is not focused on any sort of holiday, but it is a very standard concept, and that's an ugly sweater party. I'm going to throw a little bit of a twist in here is to make it also a cook-off, because everybody loves a cook-off. In my neighborhood, we do a bacon cook-off, which is really fun. So my neighbor, Stephanie and Jake, have put together this thing where they do the ugly sweater and bacon cook-off party. And this has been 3 years running now. They've got their own trophy that's going on. Everybody gets to make food. I think bacon is a great food to eat in the middle of winter because it's sort of warm usually. But it's been really fun. Every year, people come up with really great different ideas. One year I did little mini BLT sliders. One of the things that won the first year was so good, I think about it all the time. It was club crackers wrapped in bacon with brown sugar on top and just baked. And it's like the best. The thought of it still haunts me. I feel like I'm drooling just thinking about it. Adding a common theme like a ugly sweater party and then adding on something like a cook-off contest is a really great way to bring people together, because the ugly sweaters, those are funny. It's like a great icebreaker. It makes everybody look silly so nobody feels silly. But then the food is something that really ties everybody together, and it gives the whole evening a theme. Number 4 on this list is a murder mystery party. I love a murder mystery party. This takes that idea of everybody looking silly to a whole new level. Murder mystery parties are great because everybody has to be in character. And it's a really hard place for some people to get to, but once they do, most people really, really get into it. And when you do a murder mystery party, everybody has a job, which is really kind of great. When you're hosting parties, especially with people who might be for the first time, people don't know what to talk about. And so when you give them a job, when they have to act in character, it really loosens people up and they get to feel like they can talk about what's going on at the party. And it's a great way to get to know people without having to ask, like, what do you do? Blah, 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 blah. It's a really great way to break up the monotony of sort of normal conversation. Murder mystery parties are fun also because somebody dies. Everybody gets to sort of figure out who the killer is. And if you have someone who really likes to organize things, this is a really great party for them to throw because they get to put all those pieces together. I'm looking at my wife here. We do murder mystery parties at New Year's because it's a great way to, like I said, take a holiday and bolt something else onto it. New Year's is one of those things that as you get older and you're no longer sort of partying, it's something you sort of struggle to figure out, what do we want to do? I don't want to just go drink and dance. That's not my stage of life. But a murder mystery party that maybe ends at 9 o'clock instead of midnight, it's a really great opportunity for people to do stuff when you have to be stuck inside. Murder mystery parties are easily one of the best things you can possibly do. I want to throw one extra curveball in here. This isn't a specific event, but it's a kind of idea for types of events that you can throw if you live in a place that snows. When you live somewhere that snows, it's hard to throw events outside in the wintertime. One way to not be so cold in the wintertime is to get out there and actually do some exercise. And so a whole sort of series of events that you can do when it's snowing is to build stuff. So that could be a snowman building contest. You can make a sledding hill contest. I've seen some really cool elaborate sledding hills that get built. And I think that this type of activity is great for somebody who lives in a cold and snowy area because you can often feel like you're trapped inside, but you can use that snow to your advantage. So I think a neighborhood snowman contest is a great idea, or a sledding hill. I like contests because it brings a lot of people out, especially men really love to get involved in a contest. I don't know why that is, but it's something we love doing. And so this is just a bonus tip, which is if you live somewhere that snows, do some kind of contest, do some kind of building with snow. People are going to love it. If you're interested in learning more ways to get to know your neighbors and to build a community in your neighborhood, or do a neighborhood makeover, as I call it, join the Hey Neighbor community. Go to heyneighborlabs.com. You can sign up with your email. You can join the community. I've got all kinds of resources for you on how to turn your neighborhood into a community. I host a free call every Friday. And as always, like and subscribe if you want to learn more and see more of this content. Thanks for watching.